that stopped?
No, not really.
Could you still do the same
It was
shit?
just worse.
It's just rage.
Yeah,
It's not
everything
rage.
I've heard is like everybody that does this shit. If they're an
It's just
asshole,
the
then
rage
the
I was born
steroids
with.
just
No.
bring. Yeah,
Yeah.
you still
He
do
was
the
that
same shit.
person when we were tiny
Right,
children.
right.
Yeah,
That's why I'm the
my
bad
mom.
son.
My mom worked nights, and my aunt lived with us. And my mom would be backing out of the driveway to go to her job at St. John's, and my aunt's watching us. And me and my aunt are holding hands, and we're waving goodbye to my mom, and she's in the driveway on the ground,
Like, yeah, freaking out.
and just going nuts. And we're just like, hi.
Later, yeah.
Hey,
That was our whole life.
I was pissed.
Still.
I didn't have a dad
It's
already.
still.
My mom's driving out of the driveway. What do you want from me?
Right.
Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig Casamas and Big J Curran.
Welcome to the podcast. We're looking like professionals in this son of a bitch.
light?
No, it's literally been here the whole time. Every fucking time you come in.
It was here
You go, is
last
that
time."
new? I go, nope, not new, dude.
I know.
Have we been doing that the whole time? Yep, we've been doing it the whole fucking time, dude. Welcome to the podcast.
I'm
Is
more
this
worried
your
about
first?
content.
Is this your first time?
Yeah, it's literally.
Yeah. Why do you sound like a little Asian lady when you said that? Is this your first time?
You go now.
He's
Just-
already with the Asian
Just
accent, so-
massage my lower back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's what he tells
welcome
the
to the
Asian
podcast, ladies.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Introductions.
Yes.
Jay, why don't you give the introductions here?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Try to be nice. How's that?
Maybe you should do it.
We have Honey and Machi,
Yes.
the Lapointe sisters,
Nardcore twins for life.
Nardcore twins for life, a terrifying duo that has
Yep.
been plaguing Ventura and Wainimi since
Oxnard.
since
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
And you guys feel the same
A
way.
solid 29 years. There
You
go.
guys feel the same way about that stuff when somebody talks to you about, like, I'm not from Wainimi.
Right.
I'm not from the beach. I am, well, you guys are from the beach more, but I'm from Oxnard.
Oxnard.
I'm not,
Yep.
it is,
Yeah.
there's a difference.
Super
You know,
proud
there
of
is,
it. Super proud of it.
Yeah.
Big
Fuck yeah.
Proud of
Yeah.
being
Makes us who we are.
Absolutely.
probably the only white twins from Oxnard ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was any others. You should see our senior yearbook.
were.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Remember the
Of course I'm
Lucero?
kidding.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Remember that one? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank
We're
you.
very excited to have you on.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun one, I think.
We're gonna apologize in advance
Right.
because we do have our own creepy twin language. that
Right.
we
Actually,
refer
it was
to.
some.
We forget that other people are around.
Yeah,
us.
Right.
watching.
I feel you. Okay.
Yeah. And you guys look like creepy twins.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I,
think I saw you guys
I
in The Shining or
identify as
something.
a creepy
As a-
twin.
Yeah.
Are you guys identical?
That's my
You are identical
pronoun.
twins.
We're
I
identical.
I'm assuming
Yes.
you are.
Yes.
You look
Yes.
fucking identical.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it when people say, you're not identical because I cut my hair.
Right,
Like, really?
right.
And
Has
I-
nothing to do with
It's
that.
got nothing to do with your
Yeah.
hair either.
No. Well, yeah.
Which one was first? You were?
Yeah.
What minutes?
4 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
And how much do you throw that in her face?
I like to tell her like, back when I was your age, and then I tell her I was doing like 4 minutes.
But so she came out 4 minutes before me, and back then
was a
there
military
wasn't
hospital.
ultrasound and all that good stuff. So
Right.
they just listened
didn't
to
know
the
there was
heartbeat.
two.
And when we're in a military hospital, my mom said she knew from the moment she knew she was pregnant that she was having twins. And they were like, oh no, dear, it's your first pregnancy. You're just tripping
okay.
out. And she's like, nope, whatever. So Chris comes out and
I
it's
could
all
only hear
glory and,
one.
oh, what an angel, blah, blah. And then, the doctor cleans up and takes off and the nurses are just waiting for the aftermath, which is me. So
And you're like, "Hold my beer, bitch, I'm out."
I was almost in the dumpster medical
Wow,
waste.
man.
So I'm the dumpster baby.
you
Yo.
Hey,
Yeah.
and 60 years later, it's still the same way when they go
60.
places.
Yeah.
It's still the same place. Still the same thing.
There you go.
Honey shows up and everybody's like, "Hey!" And then here comes the dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Just starting shit and
Just raising hell,
nonstop.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leads into
You
a
know
really good
what,
story.
you motherfuckers.
So
Just
you guys are
immediately, you know
military
what?
brats.
Well,
Is that what's
our
happening?
father
you
was
sent me
in
some
the
very
Navy.
Our
wild
father
pictures,
who
by
are
the way,
in
and I don't know where to go with those.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yes. Hallowed.
Our
Yeah.
father's passed now.
Oh, okay.
Our
Yeah.
father who art in heaven.
Yeah.
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 Which
That-
we met when we were 36
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No dad at your whole life?
Nope.
Wow.
That was part of my. I
Hey,
think.
Jay, throw that on the ground
I
for
think
me.
that's part of my issues.
Yeah, it's-
That's why I.
No, right.
Although I was born angry, I feel like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I. That's why I'm the bad twin.
Okay.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
she's the
Sorry
good
about
twin.
that.
You've seen our license plates.
Yeah.
Mine says bad twin. Hers
Mine's
says
a
good
good
twin.
Mm.
And people
there's
laugh
no
and they're like,
argument.
oh. No, I'm like, I own that shit.
No one's surprised.
I'm
at all.
down.
So, for you guys that haven't seen our last episode, it's kind of the same thing. You have the good twin, her, and then you have the little turd bucket.
Oh,
Same thing last week where you have the good twin, which
Yeah.
is me,
Yeah.
and then you have the little shit
I
bag.
think
He
Jerry's
saves
out on that
children.
one.
Yeah.
He saves
children.
babies.
Yeah, he saves babies. Yeah.
He's
My brother
still
saves
an
babies.
asshole.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
It
I
is
just
a
didn't see
yin
it.
yang
I
thing
didn't
with
see
him.
Yeah.
He's a still
He's trying to make up
He's
for it.
so pleasant.
Hey,
every
look,
time I
I'm
talk
still
to him.
telling you guys
doll.
right now, fuck that dude. Chris Curtin's an asshole. Everybody knows it.
Nothing
love
made
you,
me
Chris.
happier.
Bring me a cobbler.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Nothing made me happier.
Oh, these
dude.
two sweet junkies ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
You just
Nope.
bring me a cobbler and some
Hey, man.
peach cobbler.
You never
Hell
fucking
yeah.
don't badmouth your dealer, dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
That's right.
She's a diabetic. She loves
There
that.
you
shit.
go.
Bring it. Bring it.
Diabetic.
If he could make
huh?
ice cream, she'd be all over him.
Hey, I love my sweet frozen treats.
There you go. That's what it is.
But so he brought up something, and then you were going to bring up something.
Yeah.
What
He
was
was
it?
asking about. Oh, see, he threw me off because he started talking.
Because he
about
won't shut
himself
up.
again.
Well, at least you're not trying to take the podcast over immediately.
Well,
you
okay.
brought up something,
all
and now you
about
brought
us,
up something.
right?
So
It's
let's
all
I
talk
thought
about
that's
that.
why we were here.
Literally, that's why
To,
you're here.
like,
Do you
I'm
get-
fine
do
with
you
it, by
wanna
the way.
talk
He's the
shit
one that
about
has a
you?
problem.
oh, well, he was saying the good one, and then I'm the one that causes the trouble. So
God.
Yes.
there's a couple stories going
Forever.
that way.
Yeah. Like,
But I want to know. Give me a quick history. You guys were born in Oxnard,
no.
We were
Not at
born
all.
on the East Coast,
on the
Massachusetts.
East Coast. Okay, so you're born in. Okay, that
But
explains a lot.
Our
by the way.
we came to
Holy
California,
shit. The bad
Oxnard,
teeth.
when we were 2 years old. Our grandfather was stationed at Point
and
Magoo.
our dad was
and
a
our father.
CB at Wainini.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we stayed after that.
But you didn't know him.
Our parents split
No.
up when we were still babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then
And
he
my
went back
dad
to
moved
the
back
East
to the
Coast.
And he
East
really
yeah.
said, "I'm fucking out."
Well, we thought that. And then
Oh.
we found out later that, he tried.
There was a little more to the
whatever.
story.
There was
Okay.
more to the story.
So, do you guys want to expound on that at all?
No.
What?
No,
do not.
we were very grateful that we got to know him and have
10
a
years.
relationship
Right,
with
right,
him.
It was amazing.
And it was awesome.
Okay.
And I don't think we would be as fucking cool as we are right
Mm.
now if we had grown up in the situation
Yes.
That it
at that
was.
time.
Yeah.
So we're grateful for
Talked
that
about
too.
that a lot.
Right. Right.
We met him, and we have half brothers and sisters out there,
okay.
and our
Yeah.
stepmother, who
She's
was
a doll.
beautiful, wonderful
Yeah.
woman. Our dad's since passed. Our stepmom has since passed.
Our brother,
one of our
Aaron.
brothers has passed.
It'll be a
We
year
were
in
the
November.
We're the two oldest
Wow,
of my
okay.
father's children.
Yeah.
6 kids from 3 ladies. Get
Yeah.
them,
Shout
Pop.
out, dude. He's a
Yeah,
coxman.
hit
Yeah.
that shit.
He's a
Anyway,
coxman.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He was handsome.
I bet he was.
Yeah,
Very
slinging
And we,
dicks,
all the
making
kids
tricks.
have these blue eyes, and
All
those
of
are our
us.
daddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the trait.
But
Yeah.
we got to meet them all,
Mm-hmm.
which was an interesting story in itself. One of our half sisters looked us up
Oh,
when we
dude.
were like 36.
We were fucking coked up.
seriously.
I get a call at a Super Bowl
Sunday.
party, just gacked.
Dude,
And she's like, "Is this Michelle Lapointe?" And I'm
she's
like,
Yo, is this the FBI?
and she said, "Well, if I have the right person, I'm your sister Cheryl."
Yeah.
And I,
she
I,
immediately
go, I look at
threw
Chris.
up and had me on the phone.
Yeah.
Because she's a puker.
Yeah. Since a kid, I get
Seriously.
excited.
Since
I
we were
threw up
little.
Wait,
outside in your
you did
garden
not.
before I walked
Oh
in.
my
yeah.
God.
She threw
Come
up every Christmas morning.
on. I can
Out of,
just,
wait,
I can
hold
just,
on. Out of excitement.
I can just
Yeah.
look at
Yeah.
a toilet and puke.
Her
like,
poor,
seriously.
her poor husband.
We're on
Her
our
poor
way.
husband,
We're on
man.
our way to Hawaii.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You
We're on
know,
our way to the airport. to
Jay's
fly to
driving.
Hawaii.
I'm in the back of the Cadillac.
Yeah.
I don't eat before, so there's nothing happening,
all right,
but I'm
that's good.
gagging
Good to
like
know.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
That'd
she
be a
gets
first
too
And
on the
honey,
excited.
honey does not gag.
No.
Oh my
No.
good
I'm
God.
a
Hey man,
professional.
I'm
Oh, my
telling
good
y'all,
God. So,
she does not
so
gag.
Jay just
I've
said,
tried really
so
hard to get her to gag, and she does not
It's
gag.
I will
impossible
die.
to gag on
I-
4 inches.
I-
Hey
I
man,
will die
4
before
inches
I
thick
gag.
though, bro. Four thick,
He's
4
talking
inches, man.
girth.
Hey,
Oi.
we're talking. I'm filling the mouth up, and
Oi.
I'm bouncing off those tonsils. But she ain't gagged not
oh my
once.
good
I
God.
will
And she
die.
did puke on my dick
So-
once, but
so-
we won't talk about that. Yeah,
Wow.
That
So
was
wait,
My face
a
hurts.
party
so
killer
Jay's
right there.
saying my poor husband. Okay, so he's a doll. He's amazing.
He's a
and he
saint.
puts up with me, and he put up with me when I was a nightmare. I'm not a nightmare anymore.
Yeah, I could tell.
Jay wouldn't hang out with me. Like he wouldn't have me around. Like seriously. And I'm finding out that there were other people that if Machi was going to be there, I might not go.
Or they won't stay long.
If Machi's here, I'll be over there. You know. And
like
so
this.
I'm really grateful. I still have this group of friends and
Right.
people, and no one ever just left me. But so poor Craig, my husband, who adores me, he's so proud of me.
hey,
He's
nice
funny
name.
and kind and awesome guy. But oh my God, I scare the shit out of him all the time. So I come in the house and he's in the shower after work. So I creep into the bathroom and I stand with my nose right to the shower curtain like this. And I'll stand there for 10 minutes. I don't care. So he's taking a shower. I'll relax. And he pulls back the curtain and I'm all, ah! And he fucking, ah! And he gets so pissed and he's like, I'm going to get you back. You know, I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Just
Yeah.
relax. It's okay. So
There's rarely things on earth that give me more joy than scaring the living fuck
Yeah.
out of somebody.
I love
Yeah.
so
It's my favorite
Yeah.
thing.
Dude.
poor guy. So this is maybe like a year, 6 months later, and I've been doing this to him off and on. I don't do it every time, but you know that would get boring.
Yeah.
But
So he showers like
and
4
I
times a
shower
year?
upstairs. I have a bathroom that me and the cat share upstairs, and he's got the downstairs. So
Me and the cat.
I'm taking a shower. Me and Luke Skywalker. Hey, bro.
fuck that
And
dude.
shut up, he's bitching.
He's a dick.
Okay, well, different story.
All right.
So I'm taking a shower upstairs, whatever, and nobody was home, and so I get out of the shower and I pull back the curtain and I go, ah! And there he is, trying to get me, and he falls backwards. What the fuck? And I'm like, told you
Gotcha,
weren't going to
bitch.
get me. He goes, how did you know
It's
I was
literally
there?
Like a year later.
How do you know I was there? I go, I didn't know you were there. I do that every time I get out of the shower. He goes, you're fucking crazy. You're crazy. I go,
Every
I
shower
told
ends
you.
with,
And then if
Every
there's no one there,
shower.
there's no one there. No big deal, right? Poor guy. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he still loves me and he's still here. So
I swear to God.
Cheers to that guy.
How
Yeah.
long have you been married?
we got married in
together.
96 and we were together 7 years before that.
Wow.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a fucking nightmare.
I'm an
Like,
asshole.
she's not. She doesn't compromise. She doesn't
No.
really like
I get
to
my
share.
fucking
she
way.
will if she has to, but she doesn't like it.
Well, and I'll let you know I didn't like it.
She throws tantrums if she doesn't get her way. Now that she's an adult, she doesn't really throw a tantrum, but there's a
Oh, yes, I do.
physical vibe that comes off her if
Yeah.
things aren't going the
And
way she
people are
likes.
terrified.
Yeah,
I
they're
For
just
real.
like,
Hey,
oh,
hey,
shit.
should we get a plastic cup? Are you gonna be okay? I saw the shakes coming on. I don't want you to start
I have
spilling
tremors.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want
No,
to
I'm
make
good.
sure,
We
you know,
got
I don't
a
want to see
bad
you like
car
start to
accident.
fucking spill everything
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
I have tremors.
Yeah.
You should see her handwriting now. Ooh.
Oh, I can't. I make
She
her
makes
fill
me
out
fill
forms for me
everything
and
out,
shit.
and she just
Yeah,
signs it.
I can't.
Yeah, we got in a bad.
It took
car
me till I
accident.
was like 13 to even learn how to write properly because I'm left-handed and I'm a
Severely
dyslexic
dyslexic.
mirror twin. So I can write my name like this, ba 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 ba,
Weird.
with my left hand going that way. No
You're
problem.
lefty
Hold it
and
in a
you're
mirror
righty?
and
Yeah.
read her.
Yeah.
We
You're
were
right.
mirror twins, so when we were in the womb, we were facing each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm the
that's
one.
this is like
I'm
a
the
real
one.
thing?
Yeah,
This is a
I'm the
real
one
thing.
in the
Oh,
mirror
yeah.
looking out, and
So
she's the
she
one like you looking at a
literally,
mirror.
Growing up, they thought she was
Retarded.
But the reality is, back
Dyslexic.
then they didn't.
They didn't know what it
understand
was.
dyslexia.
I've been
It was
around him for
severe
about
with her.
14 years now. I still think she's a little Riri. Yeah,
Well, and
yeah.
I'm special. I'm
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
So that's great. So when you're a
special.
mirror twin, you automatically get the exact opposite like
Everything
movements
for
down.
her
It's
was shocking.
reversed. It's all,
so
like I'm
weird.
inside the mirror.
You guys are just like
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that goes.
Here's a good intro to learning how to tell time.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
So, when we were you didn't learn how to tell time on a regular clock
a real
until we
clock.
were like 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
It's all
everything is
backwards.
to her. And so the teachers would say she's not applying
I'm
herself, or
lazy.
she's lazy,
I
or
don't
whatever,
try.
because they didn't
Right.
understand then.
Right.
And we would come home from school and we'd just be hanging out in the kitchen, whatever. My mom would come home and she'd like pop quiz, or she'd be like, Machi, or Michelle,
Michelle.
what time is it? And Michelle would just immediately
I'm like a deer in the headlights.
Wow,
I just
yeah.
shut
Freeze up
down.
and glaze
And now I'm
over.
under pressure, and I know I don't know how to do it.
So you throw up on her feet.
No, she would just stand
I'm
there
gonna throw up
frozen.
now.
So I'm standing, because we're both standing there. So I'm like,
She's trying to save me,
Trying to save you.
and then she'd get in trouble for trying
I'd
to
have
help
to
me.
go to my room.
Wow.
You're helping
Yeah.
her. I'd get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kept throwing out numbers.
It's wild.
so
I had no idea that's a real
Oh,
thing.
dude.
Michelle is definitely by far the
Who the
favorite.
fuck are you talking about calling Michelle?
Oh,
I told you,
son
any
of
of you
a-
homos call me Michelle, I'll kill you.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
machi,
homo.
Thank you very much.
Get it?
I'm
I
sorry.
identify as a machi.
Mache.
Only when I'm in trouble, my mom calls me. She calls me machi now and
She
then.
throw the middle name at you too?
Not really,
No.
but my grandma.
That's when I was in trouble.
My
Middle
middle name
names
is
are
my
coming out,
grandma's name, so if anyone
She's
calls
the
me
favorite.
that, it's
I got named after no one.
Hey, it still was in the French, Frenchness.
Yeah, I got a
Oh,
French name, but
it
it didn't
don't
mean
count.
anything because it wasn't after.
Yeah.
You're like, who's Renee? I don't
is
know if I
French.
can know
Yeah,
that one.
whatever.
I don't know. But I'm named after my grandma,
She's
There you go.
named after our sweet grandma.
That's nice.
which is kind of. Well, she was a spunky little thing too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Especially at the end.
When she was in the hospital, she had an
She had
appendix
Alzheimer's.
burst.
Bad.
Well,
Oh.
before that, the appendix burst, and they just doped her up on the morphine, so they
Yeah.
didn't have to, pay attention to her or whatever. So Christine goes in there because she has like EMT training and she's
Yeah.
smarty pants and all that, and she's looking. My grandpa's like, I don't know, she was fine after recovery, and now she just hasn't woke
she's
up and
out of
it's
it,
out of
yeah.
it. So Chris starts looking at all
I
the
read
stuff.
her chart.
She's like, they got her like on a constant morphine drip. Like, what the
hopped up.
fuck is that?
Right.
So she calls the nurse in, blah, blah, blah. And they start giving her, well, first they were going to give her a big old syringe of like whatever
They had
wakes you up.
Narcan. They were going to pop
Because
her.
she's
My
this
grandma's
tall.
Like 4.5 feet.
They're going to kill her. Chris is
Yeah.
like, no. Give her a little bit, see what happens, blah, blah, blah. She wakes up and she goes, somebody better get up, get in here and wash my ass. My little teeny grandma, she's like Donna Reed, a little French doll. I'm like,
Well, someone better get in here and wash that
Our
ass.
grandmother, when she was like
Man.
15,
yeah,
she's super Catholic. Like
Yeah.
super Catholic.
yes. Hi,
She was in
Grammy.
the convent to be a nun.
Because they had so many kids that can't feed them, so
Right,
Grammy
Right.
went to the
Grandma
convent.
was going to be a nun, and she got super sick. In
And the nuns are
convent.
like, we'll pray over
if God
you.
wants you to live,
Yeah.
Right,
you know, whatever. So her
She's a rebel. She
her
got a note out.
dad-
She
yeah,
got a note
mailed
out,
a letter
snuck
to her
out.
parents, and her dad and her uncle came in like in the middle of the night and busted her out of the
Wow,
convent.
really?
Yeah.
Where is this in the East Coast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts,
Yeah,
okay.
which is where we were born.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. So
Massachusetts.
then Grammy, of course, she was still always very, very.
Her and Virgin Mary are like this.
yeah.
I have Virgin Marys all over. I
yeah, I
collect
do
them just
too,
for her.
because
Yeah.
of my grandma.
Yeah. But we wouldn't even be here on this podcast right now
If
if,
she had
her
become
family
a
hadn't
nun.
busted her out
That's
of that
crazy.
convent.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all are fucking lucky.
God, I
Yeah.
feel so lucky right
Yeah.
now.
I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
looking
hold on.
Let me
I'll
get
I don't
figure
feel
it
so
out.
lucky.
You know.
All right, so let's kind of get this going. You guys you're born in Mass. You get taken here. You grow up in Oxnard. I would
Yeah.
say.
Oh, yeah.
Nard.
And I mean, what age did you guys get out here?
Two.
Oh, 2 years old. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're out here at 2 years old, and you're living with grandpa and mom.
My mom and my grandparents and my mom's siblings, they pretty much
They
raised
all
us.
took
They
care of
all
us.
raised
All right.
us.
Because my mom worked full time.
Right. Okay.
So grandparents.
Single mom with twins.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Grammy and Grampy are,
She had us
yeah.
when she was 21.
Uncle
so she
Jim.
was still super young.
Uncle
Yeah.
Jim,
Yeah.
Auntie
babies.
Janet. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, Uncle
Oxnard,
Pa.
you grew up in Oxnard. You fucking, I mean, obviously I want to get into some twin shit later.
Yeah.
I was gonna test your twin hood, but
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
talk about that later. But at what point, I mean, obviously you guys have been in the Oxnard music scene forever. You guys are around for the beginnings of Nardcore.
Yeah.
The
Best
beginning of the
part of
punk
it.
rock wave,
That's
right?
right.
I mean, what age do
Look
you
at my
guys,
Nard tits.
like, I mean, you're just friends with all these people at this time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ishmael, Kyle, like like everybody,
Scotty
Tony,
Morris,
Scotty
Yeah.
Morris,
I,
John, John.
Scotty
yeah.
Morris, I dated his brother Joe Morris
Yeah.
all through high school. His parents, Darlene and Joe, love him. They were like,
They're
our,
like our
parents to
parents.
both
I worked
of
with
us.
Joe, you know that.
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah,
Morris,
Morris.
Joe,
I worked
my,
with-
my
yeah.
ex-boyfriend,
Yes, I
Joe.
did, yeah.
Hi, Joe.
He's gonna love to hear this.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Oh, we
and
should tell some good jokes.
Oh yeah.
hello, your almighty exalted leadership.
Yes.
Anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah.
And I love him, and we adore them, and we spend
Yes.
every Christmas
Yep.
with the Morris family
Right.
still.
They're our family.
That's still because
Still.
he did
Yeah.
mention that you guys are
Yeah,
you guys
and
are
and
over for every
those guys
Christmas.
are like our brothers. Their
Yeah.
parents are like parents to us. I mean,
And
I
totally,
called Joe
totally
for
hear
I
the
called Big
stories.
Joe for his birthday, and he's like, "Hi, sweetheart."
When you hear
Yeah.
the stories,
Yeah.
they are legitimately brother sisters.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and just for
like,
the record,
really funny.
Scotty
fucked up
Morris
shit.
is the singer for Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Yes.
Originally False Confession.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Back in
Yeah.
the day.
He was
Yeah.
the
You know,
bass
so
player.
he's
Yeah.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddies for the people that listen to this that have no fucking clue who Oxnard is.
Yeah.
You know, but
Well,
yeah,
if
that's-
you don't know, look it up.
look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So it was a
kind
wild
of a big
time.
Yeah.
back
No,
then,
the
right?
people
But-
that listen to this don't know who Big Bad Voodoo Daddy
Duty.
is
Voodoo
necessarily.
Doodies.
Big booty duty.
You know, but they do know what Oxnard and the Nardcore scene is. But if you guys should know, and if you don't know, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy is like a 50s,
Swing
60s
band.
swing
Swing
band,
band.
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
fucking incredible
They're
musicians.
They played the Super
amazing.
Bowl.
And they're
I'm sure everyone knows who they
It's
are.
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
No, they
And-
don't.
No one
and-
knows
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe people don't know.
And
Anyway, I'm just trying to
Scotty's so-
clarify who
yeah.
people are. There's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of names thrown around in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we should slow down and
Yeah.
describe who people are.
Just slow down a
Yeah.
little bit. you
Well,
know?
just a little note, Scotty Snotbrain to all y'all,
Yeah.
Scotty Morris from Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Scotty Snotbrain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
What, and so I lived with Scott and his parents for a while when I moved back from New Orleans, and my room was here. There was a bathroom, and then Scotty's room, and we would share that bathroom. Good God, I would get up in the morning. Well, I'd be in bed in the morning, and my door would open. Good morning, Michelle. And he'd leave a big duster and then shut my door. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'd go in the bathroom and he'd either be in there with my toothbrush with foam just all over his face
my
of my
God.
With
toothbrush.
her toothbrush.
And
Like
then he'd
true
rinse
brother
it off
shit.
and go,
Oh, yeah.
here you
Yeah,
go.
that's
Yes.
awesome. Yeah.
And then, or there'd be just a big old, like, just full on penthouse, the most dirty thing just sitting there on the sink for me. Or he'd whiz all over the seat.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. Yeah, I mean, it was an
And
adventure.
here's the
every
best
day.
part about this is all of these people that like know Scotty now and have known
Oh, yeah.
him
He's
for
going
years
to
They're like,
and
what?
don't really understand.
Yeah.
Scotty is the nicest,
Oh, he's amazing.
clean cut. Like you would never
Yeah.
talk to him and be like, "Oh, wait a minute, you shit on the carpet?" Like,
No,
you know,
No, that
was
wasn't
somebody else.
him.
who? Okay, let's.
That
Scotty
wasn't-
didn't get that.
So who was
Scotty isn't that dirty.
Okay, so what
We're
was?
not going
who
to
was
rat
that
those
one?
people.
Yeah, let's
It
let's
was
not
it
blow
was
up everything.
it was
What are you
part of
talking
the
about?
very close Nard family, and you're in the realm there. But
So
yeah,
It wasn't him. For the guy that has money, Super Bowl money, and could sue us for defamation.
He did
defamation,
not-
It
Shut
really
the fuck
Dude.
up,
wasn't.
all right?
no way.
it really wasn't.
No
him.
way.
It
I know,
really
it
wasn't
wasn't Scott.
him.
All right.
Yeah.
For the record.
So I'll just
That
say
shit on
that
the
I
carpet.
But
many
it might have
many
been a close relative.
Sure. Got
many,
it,
many,
yeah.
many years later,
That may or may not
I
work with you.
moved in on Surfside in Port Hueneme with Joey Morris, and now we're just dear friends, and John Faniff.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say about
Bingo.
that. But at some point, I put a pretty rug down in the bathroom, and when I came home, my rug was gone, and I said, where did my rug go? I just moved
put it
in.
there, like,
Yeah.
Oh,
half an hour.
someone pooped on it. Wait, what? Well, they were just acting like they were going to take a picture and make it funny, and then it really happened.
then it really
so we'll buy you a new rug. So
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
and I
do
love
hear a lot
those
of
guys.
stories about
I love
that
those guys, and I mean, I grew up with them, especially me, Joe Morris, and John Faniff
John,
were like
yeah.
the three musketeers, super aardvark, and I would have expected nothing less, except that it was 20 years later, and I was kind of like, oh,
we
of course
still
they did.
doing
Of
this?
course they did.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still doing this. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
amazing.
I couldn't be more happy to have that story to tell,
Yeah.
and I feel super special that they, gifted me with that.
Yeah.
They bestowed upon
yeah,
you.
not
that
everyone
gift.
gets a gift like that, so I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is so you're out here in the '80s. You're seeing everything happen, right? I mean, what was it like in the beginnings of all this shit? Did it feel wild when shows were going
like
on?
the
and
OG
all these
Nardcore
guys,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you
so-
two.
Give us
I
some
mean, you guys
history
were
of OG
the
Nardcore.
original
I
Nardcores.
lived in an apartment on 7th Street off of H, right by the Oxnard Civic Center, with Kyle Toucher and Ismail.
Okay.
And we all had this apartment, and they called it Camp Nardcore.
Okay.
And after shows, everybody
Everybody.
came to it.
Right.
We had this huge balcony that was over the garages, so it was like literally our balcony was almost the size of this garage.
Okay.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And we would have barbecues and just crazy whatever, and it was like the punk place, and we were all doing, it's the
Everything.
80s, there's
Yeah.
Everyone's
cocaine,
doing
there's
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Lots of booze.
You
whatever,
know,
all
trading
the
sweaters and shit,
Yeah.
like super punk.
Yeah.
time. Yeah. trading
Israel always stole my sweaters. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, Israel, yeah.
Good luck keeping anything.
Yeah. So one time we all had jobs at the time. Oh, Rick Heller.
Yeah.
Kyle didn't live there. He was just there all the time. I lived with Rick
He
and
was just
Ismail.
there.
Okay.
Right. Rick was the original drummer for Dr.
Okay, got it.
Anyway, so there's one day I get fired from my job. I was a dental
Oh,
assistant.
party.
I get fired from my job because I'm, I would literally stay up all night
Yeah.
doing blow and drinking.
And then go.
I'd go to the dental office and hit the nitrous or the oxygen to come back down.
Yeah.
And then I'd work all day, and then I'd come home, and on my way home, I'm like, I'm going straight to my room, and I'm going to bed. That's it. And I'd walk in, and we had this guy named the Boss that hung out at our house, and he was a Colombian dude.
The boss.
Yeah, his name was Jaime, and he hung out at our house, and
Yeah.
he was like the major. Back then, they didn't cut.
Yeah, they didn't
Coke
cut
was
it.
good,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
It was just flowing
Anyway,
right over the
but
border.
it was like Scarface.
Yeah.
Like I would walk in, and our coffee table was just this pile,
Like,
and there's people.
have a
And
seat.
I would
Yeah.
walk in.
They
going,
never
I'm going
invited
right
me
to my
over,
room,
fuckers.
I'm going right to my room.
I had to buy my
And
shit.
I'd start walking by, and I would just be like,
Actually, I didn't do drugs. I
Right?
didn't do drugs at that point.
No.
No, she didn't.
I was,
Yeah.
I was.
You waited.
I was the
Late
hot
bloomer.
mess back
Take it
then.
back.
that
I was
back-
doing steroids.
Yeah, you were bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
you
was-
Yeah,
were?
we'll,
Oh,
we'll,
okay, I
let's
wanna hear
skip
about
over
that.
that part. Yeah,
She was doing.
definitely-
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was doing that.
it's
Anyway.
like bodybuilding,
Yeah. Okay.
legitimately.
Oh,
she
big
skips
time.
over it because it's
Yeah.
annoying.
I get you.
But she was bodybuilding.
All right.
because of the nipple hairs.
Well,
Hey, I
man.
could have taken any one of you right now.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
But
Anyways.
anyway, so I come home one day because I got fired, and I come home and Ismail's home, and it's like noon, and I'm all, dude, what are you doing there? He's
I
like,
got
yeah,
fired.
I got fired. And I'm all, are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, no, man, whatever. And Ismail didn't party back then. I'm
Right.
not sure. I don't remember.
Has he
Maybe
ever
he just got
partied?
laid
Probably
off or
not.
something.
yeah.
No, he didn't.
Not
party.
really.
He was like
Yeah.
a total
No.
straight dude
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
then. And then, so me and Ismail are hanging out. We're watching some lame shit on TV in the middle of the day because back then there
Yeah.
wasn't cable
Yeah.
and shit,
Right.
Sally
And,
Jesse.
and
Yeah.
literally, like half an hour later, Rick comes rolling in.
Okay.
And it's like 1:30. We're like, dude, what, are you on your lunch break? He's like, yeah, I got canned. We're like, what? All three of us on the same
Same
day.
day.
lose
So
our
they
jobs.
changed it to Nard Loser Camp after
We
that.
all get in. One of us had a car.
Yeah.
We all get in the car and we drive down to the fucking welfare office and sign up for food stamps and all
Oh,
the
fuck
shit.
yeah.
And then we go to the fucking what was it called on the boulevard where you could like sell your blood.
Oh, I was
plasma?
gonna say
Oh, the
plasma.
blood banks,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
And shit?
and we
Okay.
all do it. So they give us each 20.
And they
bucks,
took
right?
their junky ass blood.
They're all.
So we all. sell
This has
our-
everything.
Yeah.
we-
Don't give
we
it
all
to
sell our
babies.
Fucking, this
plasma.
baby is going to be on
So,
fire.
yeah, so now we have
This motherfucker.
$20 each for selling our blood, and we all have food
Food
stamps.
stamps.
And we go to the store. They won't, you
can't buy alcohol.
cigarettes or alcohol,
Yeah.
but you can buy food. So we buy all this
And
food.
then sell it on the corner for booze
No,
money.
no. We bought all this food, and we call all the punk friends and go,
We're having a
cooking tonight."
barbecue.
I still love to cook for people. And,
She's
you
an
know,
amazing cook.
Yeah, so I made like
Make me
this
some food.
feast for all these people, and we're like, all you got to do is kick down like $5 so we can buy beer.
There you go.
So they all paid their $5.
I
for
can't
this
believe anyone's
amazing-
hungry with that mountain of Coke sitting
Yeah.
there.
Well, you know,
honestly.
whatever.
Well, after
We just
3 days,
needed
you
to-
got to eat something.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Hey, and if it's good Coke, I'll eat
yeah.
on
You
good
can still
Coke.
eat
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
For sure.
that's
Still
true.
eat on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was that whole time that we lived there was insane, and I'm lucky I survived it, and I
Yeah.
would not trade it for one thing.
Right.
And what?
But
What?
they had a birthday party.
Okay, I was just gonna say the best story from that fucking place was our birthday because we're twins, right? I mean, in case
Was it
nobody
really
picked up
our
Wait,
on
you guys
that.
have the
birthday?
same birthday? Yeah.
Yeah. So I get a call like 2 weeks before our
Ismail.
birthday from Ismail, and he's like, "Hey man, we're gonna throw a surprise party for your sister for her birthday, and blah blah blah, and like everybody's coming and blah blah blah." You know, I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be there." I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I'll play the
They're
game.
fucking with her.
So yeah. So I get there, everybody's there. We're all like, yeah, and there's a big ass cake, and it says "Happy Birthday, Wanda," because they used to call her Wanda.
Wanda
Weldevac. I don't know.
Ismail made that up.
But
Or
big
Kyle, I
old
don't
cake,
remember,
decorations, presents, everybody's there, like, hell yeah. And I'm thinking, okay, my shit's hiding in the back. They're fucking with me head. So no worries. So Chris gets there. She walks in, surprise, woo. And everyone's all yay and whatever. And like this shit keeps going for her birthday. And I'm like, and she's the one, she looks around and she's like, well, what about Machi's birthday? I swear to God, it was like the record went, and the whole place got. Are you kidding me? When I walked in the door, they didn't see my face and at least go, "Oh shit, that's a twin." Somebody go to the gas station and get one of those panty roses or something. Fuck.
2 weeks of
So
planning
she-
and not one human thought about it.
Nobody.
Have you ever gotten one of those panty roses as a gift?
No, thank
Yeah.
God. But I know you have. You poor thing. Oh.
What? I don't know what it is. Panty roses?
Oh, they make these like just
sell 'em at
cheap,
gas stations.
cheap
Yeah, they're
polyester, horrible
It
with
looks like
polyester
a
lace
rose,
that'll
but it's
just
a
cut
pair
your
of
legs.
panties.
It's
Okay.
horrible.
Oh,
And they
okay.
twist it into a rose and it's wrapped up,
Jesus.
and you can
That's
buy
some
it at
straight
the
80s
It's on a,
shit.
Right?
on
Yeah,
a
there's
stem.
It's on a
Yeah.
stem. It looks like a rose, and it's underwear. It's panties. Yeah.
Dude, it's like here, it's already got
Yeah.
herpes in it.
If I
You're
was
good.
ever gonna get a
Don't
pair
worry
of
about
those,
As soon as you put it on, you
Yeah,
have
you're-
diseases.
right?
Yeast
But
infection.
if I was ever gonna get a pair of those, it should have
least.
been at that fucking party after somebody ran down the street to get me something. No, nothing. So she's the one that was like, "Where's Machi's stuff?
Yeah.
What is going on?" And everybody was like, "Oh my God!" And they're all, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "Fuck you."
Oh
You
my
know
God.
Oh,
what?
here's where
hey,
it started.
this
You
is.
know
I think that may
what?
have that whole.
That started it.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You
You
know
know
what?
You know what?
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
I get the look.
Yeah.
I get the.
Oh, dude.
I don't do
Is
it
it-
anymore because I don't drink.
When she was drinking and we'd be hanging out, whatever, the Nardcore bowling back at Wagon Wheel days when it was so much fucking
Did I go
fun.
to that?
I have, man. You probably don't remember, but
Oh, I remember
she
almost
would
all of it.
when she would show up and she'd start with that shit. As soon as she was
You'd
like,
go, whoop,
you know
that
what? I'm like, bye. I'm
See,
out.
you
I
gotta
gotta go. Get the fuck away from me,
I'd
man. I
invite him
got
to
none.
shit, and he'd be like,
Yeah,
"Is your
is
sister
your
going to be
sister
there?"
coming?
And I
Yeah,
was like,
her sisters stopped drinking, and
Oh yeah,
had stopped drinking
November
for quite a while.
will be 3 years.
Okay.
November 19th. Look,
Yeah.
I have a tattoo. With a
Congratulations.
light-
Yeah.
And she's still
when the light
hilarious.
bulb
and
went
fun.
on.
Yeah.
So, just real quick on that one, I tore up Bourbon Street on November of 2019.
Okay.
I tore it up with Chris and
Dave
the
and Davey.
fucking moron she was married
El
to.
Frijole. We just call him El Frijole.
Yeah.
And Dave and Davey Holyfield. And we had a bitchin' time, and I did great. We were there 4 days. I did
some of us
great.
had a good
And then little Pinot had
El
a little
Frijole.
meltdown and
El Frijole.
acted like a little baby man. And I don't dig that. I'm sorry. You're a man, act like a man.
Right.
Or I will break you. I'm sorry. And especially when you're giving her a hard time. Everybody know right now she's number one. You can shit on me all day long,
Yeah.
but anybody
If
touches
anyone's getting a
her-
birthday, she's getting the fucking
Yeah,
birthday.
fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Twice. We didn't even get into
Yeah.
the second
Oh no,
time.
it did
Full on
happen twice.
twice.
It happened
The
twice.
roller derby
Yeah.
chicks did it too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I'm your head referee, you bitches. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I tore up New Orleans, and on the way home, on the plane, still drunk, I said, I'm not going to drink anymore. That was it.
was
and
it.
a big part of that was because of her.
Yeah.
I
Right. Well,
ruined
that's
so
good.
many fun times,
that was just one.
vacations, just blah, 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 blah over the
Although
years.
you did ruin that one. He did, but.
Well, but then he got
It was
me
a two-
going,
it was
and
a twofer.
I almost got
That was a
kicked
twofer.
out of the
Yeah.
hotel. I
Right.
fucking kicked
She
his ass with
kicked
my
his
punk rock
ass.
boots, by the way.
Yeah.
I told him, nobody
Yeah.
likes you. You're not core. That's what
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only here because of her. Anyway,
Right.
that's a whole story. we're not
It is a
going
whole
into.
story.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want
It's
to.
not a whole. It's a whole story. We're not getting into
No.
now. Yeah.
That's
not that
that's
we've been
enough
into
of
the
that.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so yes, November 19th, I'll be 3 years.
Good for you.
And,
Congratulations.
And literally, bro,
stoked.
we would
Sorry.
we would be doing all kinds of different things or different events or whatever, and she was with her husband and Portia was still here, and we'd be doing, and she would call me, and her and I've always talked and text and stuff, and she'd be like, "Hey man, we're gonna go do this thing," and I'd be like, "All right, cool. Is Machi gonna be there?"
Yeah.
And she'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, she's gonna be there."
when is
and I'd be
Machi
like,
not there?
and I'd be like, "Okay,
Which
cool."
one?
Yeah,
See
I
you
don't think
later.
I can make it.
I'm not
I
going
can't
there.
because
Yeah.
I just can't. It was too much.
Right.
And I love her to pieces, and I'm so grateful that she stopped drinking like that because it was
He
just
wouldn't be
so out
going
of
out
bounds.
with me. Well,
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I would honestly. I wouldn't. There's no way because they're it's a package.
Yeah.
You get,
Yeah, well,
you
yeah.
get one, you
I mean,
get the
especially
other.
when it's a twin.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah,
a
but-
sister, it's one. You know,
Yeah.
if the twin is like
Right.
you're
Yeah.
on that side.
yeah, yeah.
You know
Like,
what? That's
we
when you
actually
knew. The
have-
second she said, "You know what?"
You knew it was
I'm
over,
like,
huh?
"You know
You
what?
know-
Bye. I
It's
gotta
not
go.
even-
Time
it's not
to
even
leave."
doing it right.
Yeah.
It's, you know what?
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I
That's
want to run out
exactly
of
what
it
it
right
was.
now. Actually.
Fuck yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Full
Get
Sid and
the
Nancy.
fuck
So
out
I
of
miss
here,
that
bro.
girl every now and then.
Yeah.
If he
Oh, that's
did
nice.
show up, he came like very early and was
before
out of
I
there
got
before
rolling.
the switch flipped. You know
Yeah.
what I
Right.
mean?
yeah. I don't tolerate that shit very well. I don't do very good with it. So.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
apparently
you know.
I don't tolerate
Apparently you
alcohol
don't- yeah.
very
Yeah,
well.
apparently you
so
don't
there
either.
we go. Thank
Whatever.
God I figured that out after many
all the years.
years.
A
Many
really
years.
long time.
I can't count. I
A very
can't do
long
math.
time.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to do math.
Well, it's good to hear. I mean,
Yeah.
so besides that, the realization of whatever happened in New Orleans, I mean, I'm sure you felt it coming for a long time.
Believe me,
right?
I've hit
Yeah.
my face so many times, and
Yeah.
it didn't stop me.
Didn't stop
and
you.
that's really scary
Yeah.
because I could have
Yeah.
really done some major damage.
Right.
I don't know if I did or not, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
So I want to hear
Yeah.
about bodybuilding. You were really bodybuilding?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
You're a bodybuilder.
And I was hot and ripped and like just like scary, like
Like
I-
where her back went like
yeah, like,
Uh-huh.
it was
yeah.
Why? Why? Why did you
you
get
know,
into it?
it's
Because
one
she
of
was
those things
dating
where
some-
you fall into a crowd of people and then you start doing what they do.
Right.
And so
Plus you got a job at the gym.
I got a job at the gym working in the daycare.
Fitness
Okay.
Sounds
Emporium.
wholesome enough, right?
Remember
Then
that
I
place?
started working out and
Fitness
learning how to get fit, and then I started
Yeah.
getting ripped, and then
Yeah.
I was like, then I started dating a guy that was a bodybuilder guy, and
Okay.
we'll call him Fenderhead because that's what everybody
Yeah.
called him.
He had like the flock of seagulls.
Oh, okay. There
No,
you go.
he had a full on the flattest flat top, but the back of his head was flat because his mama left him laying there like when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So it was a square, it was a block.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone
Blockhead.
called him meaning my punk friends,
Right.
Fenderhead.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I left the scene. I mean, it was in my heart and whatever, but I wasn't hanging with the crew because now I'm doing this bodybuilding
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
And so then I got talked into trying steroids and and so I'm a trainer now, and I'm
Okay.
out of the daycare, and I'm a trainer. And I can pick up anything. I don't have to look at what
Yeah.
it says of the weight. I
Sure.
can lift it.
Yeah.
So I'm training this dude that just joined the gym, and he's a dude, and I'm a chick, and so I'm teaching him how to do the incline press with shoulders with the dumbbells like this. Yeah. So I just pick up whatever's laying there, and I put it on my knee, and I kick it up, and I'm like, okay, and this is the form, and boom, boom, like this. And now you try. I go, well, let me get you a couple 25s. So, oh, fuck no, I could do what you do, blah, blah. I'm like, well, you know what? Until you get the form right. I'm trying to tell
Right,
him,
right,
let's
yeah.
just get the form right first. I didn't want to say, those are too heavy, bro.
Right.
For your spindly little arms. But he wasn't having it. So I'm spotting him. I'm behind him, and he's got the dumbbells, and he's like, and I'm under here, you know, from behind. Like,
Yeah.
well, I can help you lift your shoulders, but I ain't got your elbows, bro.
Yeah.
So he goes, goosh. Knocks himself out cold. And I'm
It's
like,
like those
oh
nice
my God.
rubber
is
ones
Is
that they
this
use
my
now,
fault?
right? Yeah.
Like, am I going to get in trouble? Am I
Right.
going to get sued?
Am I gonna get
Whatever.
sued?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, But he came to pretty quickly, and then he listened to me after that. We didn't talk about it ever. And He stuck with it and built up his muscles, and it was cool. So
How long were you into it? Did you like compete and do the whole thing?
I was training for a competition, actually. I was probably a good 3 years of it.
Oh, wow.
I only did steroids for about a month and a half. And I mean, I was doing shit that says like for horse racing.
Right.
You
You're
know.
getting the full dose.
Yeah, shots and pills. And
Yeah,
I had
like
the
she immediately
zits
grew
on
an
the
Adam's
arms.
apple.
Yeah.
Well, my neck got real thick.
Yeah.
It really did. And my voice like still hasn't come back to
Really?
natural,
Yeah.
but it's better. But I was like, "Hey, Craig, how's it going?" And I remember sitting at the
amazing.
kitchen table.
Don't look at me.
And I'm
I'm just
wearing my-
curious when you did steroids because
I
you got
never
the same
did.
voice.
I always had a low.
But you
She's
still
always-
got the
she's
hey,
always
Craig.
laughed like this.
I don't laugh like that.
But so I remember sitting at the kitchen table, and I'm wearing, my gear for going to the gym and working out, and I'm a trainer and whatever. So everything's tight, and you can see all my rippedness. And I'm sitting there with my whatever Wheaties
She's
or
like this.
some kind of bullshit cereal.
Yeah.
You just feed your muscles.
Juiced up
And I'm like
giant neck.
this, like it's a shovel, and I'm just like, and my mom comes in the kitchen, and she's like, "I want to know what's going on with you right now." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You know,
You want to get in on
I mean, like an animal with a shovel, and my back is like as white as this right
Yeah.
here, and I'm just all. Anyway, that's when I was like, okay. So I only did it that one cycle, they
Okay.
called it,
Yeah.
and then it fucked up my body.
Did it?
Like, big
Yeah.
time.
Because I mean, they always talk
And
about
I'm a
how
young
when you
woman.
get off
I
of
was,
it, it
what,
fucks you up.
It was
But, you know.
still the 80s.
Everything that you
Yeah.
build
'Cause I
while
met
you do
Craig.
it, once you get off of it, goes away.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care who you are.
Yeah.
You look at The Rock, you look at everybody, they're maintaining themselves.
you have to.
Through
I'll
that.
tell you,
At some
I
point
can
in time,
pick out a
you
roid
end up
eater, a
you
roid
end up
person,
looking
and
like
they say, "Oh no," I'm like, "Bro, I
okay,
got you."
dude.
you end up looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like when you see him now,
Yeah.
and he takes his clothes off,
It's
you
just
see
all
all of the like,
deflation.
deflated.
yeah,
deflation.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But
I mean, he
I-
still
You know.
looks decent, though.
Yeah,
90
for
years
sure.
Old, you know?
And
Yeah,
I mean, he
yeah,
still
yeah.
works out and keeps
Yeah, he
himself
keeps it up,
up.
but- yeah.
But you could
so
tell,
I-
you could tell by the way that his body is that fucking dude did a lot of juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Are you serious?
because he takes it off, and you can see like, wow, there was something there at one
Yeah.
point. You know,
But
I don't think any one of those guys
it
is
messed
claiming
up
they
my
were natural back
body,
then, right?
No.
and I'm a young woman at the time. I'm still a
40
young
years
woman.
You
ago,
are still young.
40 years ago.
But anyway, so yeah, I had an ongoing period from then on for probably 3 weeks where I would pass out. Like I was anemic. I was
Wow,
it
really?
was bad. So I got through that, and then I was like, nope. I need to talk to people. I need to tell people how dangerous this
Yeah.
is for young women, because there's people out there, and I won't call them predators, but there are people out there trying to get you to do this. And you don't have to, and you don't need to, and it's another peer pressure thing like any
Right.
other drug or
Right.
whatever. And so I went on a sports news talk radio after I got through all that and was real honest about all of it.
Yeah.
And man, the next day I went to work at the gym, and
no
not
one would
one
talk to you.
motherfucker would talk to me.
Really? You got
Nope.
annexed, huh?
Nope.
She rattled
They were. I'm a
everybody
rat.
out.
I'm a rat. And guess what? If I save one young woman from going what I went through, and then, I don't know what I did to my reproductive system.
Right.
You could screw yourself up for
Well,
for
neither one of us
forever.
have children. So.
No,
Yeah.
because we're smart. Oh, sorry.
No, you're smart.
sorry.
No,
No,
I
but
get
I
you.
mean, originally,
Yeah.
you tried for a while.
I did.
tried for a while.
Yeah.
with-
It just didn't happen. We
That
weren't
could be
getting
a
one of my
thing from the
husbands.
the development.
Yeah, I mean, and I wasn't gonna get all crazy and try all these drugs and stuff
Sure.
for that.
Yeah.
It's like nature says yes or nature says no.
Right.
If
But,
God wanted you to have a baby, you would have. had one.
If Jesus decided,
Yeah, well, hey, maybe the devil wanted me to have a baby.
There you go.
And it would have come out like me, so I'm kind
the
of
devil
grateful I
definitely
didn't.
wanted your mom to have one of you.
Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
saw the
And speaking
picture.
of that, the
Yeah.
picture I sent you of my
Yes.
mom with the two of
Yeah.
us.
I'll
and
splice
then
it
I
in.
sent
Hold on.
you,
Oh,
Splice it
creepy.
I sent you
creepy.
just the small one of
What
me
is
with
that?
the eyes.
It,
So,
why are
the-
the eyes glowing? Did you
Well,
do
I
that?
on
of
purpose.
course.
You did that.
Because if
Okay,
you
'cause
look at
that's
the
you.
original
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah.
the eyes are creepy enough on me. Chris
Yeah.
is
She's
all
staring
slumped
right at
over
the
and, like,
camera.
Chris is like this, and I'm like this.
If you
look like
really look
Damien.
at the
Yeah.
picture, my mom's in a chair.
Yeah.
She hates this.
Cradling
Yeah,
my
exactly.
sister, who's staring
She's
right at
gazing
the
at
camera,
me, and
then
I'm
her
like-
arms on the chair here, and I'm just kind of propped.
And she's
back.
like looking all
and
worried.
I'm asleep, but I'm like,
She's all furrowed.
Yeah.
And
my
like,
brows are
And I'm
furrowed
just
like
all-
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And
it's like that
Michelle's
new
just
movie
like,
Smile, where they're all.
Yeah, that's a
That's
fucking
me.
weird one.
I was born like that.
it's
Yeah.
the
Just
best
came out
picture
like-
ever.
Angry, mad.
Well, fuck! I was going in the dumpster. What do you want
this
from
is
me?
true.
Well,
yeah.
and when we were born, I was a full pound heavier. Than
Yeah.
her.
Oh.
I had to
So I got
stay in
to
an
go home, and she had
incubator.
to stay in the
Oh,
hospital
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
for
All right.
a couple
Yeah.
weeks at least. I
Yeah,
Right.
think, or
yeah, at least a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Is that pretty? So you're like the Danny DeVito of twins.
Yes.
She's the
yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
You were like the
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. But then you
And
flipped it on
hence
her.
the
Then you flipped it
steroids-
on her.
Hence the
Yeah,
steroids
well,
later
that's
on.
why I took the
Trying to
roids.
yeah.
You know,
Trying to
and
compensate.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
roid rage is for real,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's for real. I would lose my mind just walking in my car with my purse on my arm, and that shit would fall to here, and I would just
Yeah. Well, now
throw
you got
my
a clue on
purse,
what it's like to
throw
be a
everything,
man, dude.
go
Listen,
crazy.
Hold
she was
on.
doing that
Hold
shit
on.
when we
Hold
were
on.
little kids.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So that stopped?
No, not really.
Could
It
you
was just
still do
worse.
the same
It was
shit?
just worse.
It's just rage.
Yeah,
It's not
everything
roid
I've
rage.
heard is like everybody does this shit. If they're an
It's just the
asshole, then
rage
the
I was born
steroids
with
just
now.
bring. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
still
She
do
was
the
that
same
person
shit.
when we were tiny
Right,
children.
right.
Yeah.
Like,
That's when the
my
bad-
mom worked nights, and my
Mm-hmm.
aunt lived with us, and my mom would be backing out of the driveway to go to her job at St. John's, and my aunt's watching us, and me and my aunt are holding hands, and we're waving goodbye to my mom, and she's in the driveway on the ground,
Like, yeah, freaking out.
and just going nuts, and we're just like,
Hi.
Later, yeah.
Hey,
that was our whole life.
I was pissed.
Still.
I didn't have a dad
It's
already. My
still.
mom's driving out of the driveway. What do you want from me?
Right.
I was there.
Well, she was always there. She's always been there for me. Oh my gosh, I'm such a troublemaker,
Dude.
and she would have to save me so many times.
So
I mean, I would
You know
just
how many-
talk shit to the cholas at school,
Yeah, fight,
junior
lots of
high
fights.
school,
Lots of fights
and then
for
they
me.
would
For
go
you.
after her.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't even come at me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's 'cause
yeah,
you had
your
the
little
mouth.
sister,
Your
blah, blah,
fucking
blah.
sister's a big
And it-
And then
it's-
she'd have to
it's-
fight him.
You know, it's kind of what we touch base with my fucking brother.
Mm.
Is there's a difference in demeanor and attitude. So like people would never fuck with Chris
Right.
Because they were
because you
scared
just
of
saw
him.
the devil.
Right?
So then
were
they would
afraid.
just come and fuck with me. You know, it's the same thing with these guys.
Yeah.
You're like, well, wait a minute, I could fuck with
go after
Psycho,
the nice one.
or
Yeah.
I'd go after the nice one that's got a big
like,
smile
"What
and
happened?"
she's sweet, and she's like, God damn it,
Yeah.
man!
Yeah.
Would
That's
you
how,
please
yeah.
just go beat my sister up?
Yeah.
It's
Or-
what we all want.
Yeah.
'Cause she
Just
couldn't get
do
me to
it.
stop acting like that.
No,
So it
I
was
wouldn't
like
even try.
appeal to the aggressor. Not you're not
Yeah.
getting it.
Yeah,
from me.
I have 3 sisters, and the young right below me is a fucking animal. She would fight everybody, dude. And it was like such a problem, you know. And she would drag my other sisters into shit. But like even in high school, like I'd show up, I'd be like walking through the fucking quad and see like this gigantic fight around the snack
And
bar,
your sister's
and it was my
right there.
sister beating up 2 fucking homies, like like 2 chicks bouncing one head off the rail, and the other one's
Right.
fucking
Dude,
trying to hit her. You know what I mean? And she's
Same
just
thing.
Oh,
she is
remember
wired.
Shani?
She has been wired like that her whole fucking
Yeah.
life. Like,
And
but she
not
has a
that
mouth,
she-
but
yeah.
then she will absolutely
Back
fuck
And
you
it
Yeah.
up
wasn't
too.
that
You know what
she
I mean?
couldn't fight.
They didn't come at
They
me.
didn't
Yeah.
want to fight.
They
Yeah.
were afraid.
She was like a scrawny, tiny thing,
Yeah.
and I was always bigger, and so they're like, "Well, where's
Yeah.
the challenge
Yeah.
in that? Let's
Right,
go
right.
after her."
Yeah.
And I was like the
They were
Smarty
afraid.
Pants girl, and all the. I was in the
You,
gate.
you look like an easy
program.
target.
I was
Yeah.
in the gate program. I was like, I had an armful of books because I love school.
I was
and
mad.
I love to learn.
I was in
And
special
she's
classes.
in special ed because she's majored.
I whacked a
dyslexic.
chick with my cutting board from wood shop.
Wood shop.
Because she made fun of my piggy cutting board.
Nice.
And I just went like this.
Bitch.
Boom!
Yeah.
And there I am.
Again,
Right.
Mr.
again.
Del Santo's office, and they have those paddles then with
with
the
the
little
holes
holes in
in
them.
it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
when you
dude.
still got swats.
Yeah, you
Got
guys
my
got your
ass
ass beat at
swatted.
school, huh? Did
I
you
said,
guys-
well,
did you get
if you're
spanked at
gonna
school?
hit me, hit me with the piggy cutting board, you pussy. No, I'm kidding.
One of these days, we'll tell my story about getting swatted.
Yeah.
It turned into me
That's a
getting
good one.
arrested.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It was a good one, bro.
But
Yeah,
luckily,
yeah.
my mom worked a lot, and she's a single mom, so we spent a lot of time with our grandparents and our Aunt Janet and our Uncle Jim,
Uncle Paul.
and Uncle Jim. He's 10 years older than us. He kind of taught us how to actually fight, like
Right,
box. You know what I mean? Because all the homegirls are like scratching and pulling hair and tear
You're
her
like,
shirt
nope,
off,
jab,
whatever.
jab,
right?
right hook.
So Uncle Jim's like, let him get a handful of your hair,
Then their hands are
and while
busy.
their hands are busy, you crack them, right?
And then
Right.
the fight's
So,
over.
of course, that's what we started doing, or
Right.
at least what I started doing.
Yeah. No, I grabbed the hair and then just goosh into the cement.
Yeah.
Until somebody, Scotty Morris,
With that
came
same
up
exact
behind
face.
me,
Yeah.
The exact
came
same
up
face.
behind me,
Yeah, Scott
with
had to
his
pull her out.
arms under my arms
Yeah.
and pulled me off this chick at the Casa de la Raza.
Oh, shit. Casa de la
bro.
Raza.
Yeah,
Watch
this
out.
chick was messing with me at high school. Over,
Shaney.
over. I'd be doing my locker. All of a sudden, boom! I'd get pushed into the lockers after school. So finally, I'm like, boom, let's do this. She would never show up. So here I'm at Casa de la Raza with my thrift store dress, and I'm looking all cool. And here's this big fat wannabe poser chick. And I'm like, oh my, you did not just come here, like for real?
Yeah.
Did
She
you
had
just
a-
body shame her? That's fucking rude.
Well, I'm sorry, but
All these
it's
years
a whole
later,
thing.
and they're
I'm
still body
sorry,
shaming.
I'm so sorry.
We know that no one hates women
You're not
more
sorry.
than women.
Well, I'm not. I'm not really. I'm
Don't
not
even
really. But
apologize.
this is
You're
the
not
Nobody
image I
judges
have.
more.
It's the only
And no matter
image I
what they
have is
say
this
and how they
big,
do it, they all talk
doughy
about like
white
we're all
chick.
one team. We're all one. yeah, we're all
Except
one
for you,
team.
Carla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except for
There we
you.
go.
You
Yeah.
fat fucking twat.
I
You
get it.
know?
I
Hey,
get it.
I've been fat before too, so
Yeah,
I feel
that's
it.
true.
And it's just the image I have of her as this big, huge, doughy white chick that was way bigger
was
than
an
me, that
asshole.
was
Right.
always coming at me, and then would never
Total
show
asshole.
up. So there she is standing in line at Casa de la Raza. What she had business doing there, I don't know.
No.
She was there to try and screw everybody else's
She didn't
boyfriend.
belong.
That's what. So I'm slut shaming too now. Ha! So
Hey, whoa.
Yeah,
not
pipe
everyone,
down.
just
She's
her.
right
But
here.
anyway,
She's
so
right
I
here.
just told my friend Sylvia, hold my bottle of Tyrolia.
Yeah.
And I just went, yeah, and just
got her, huh?
girl
Attacked her.
jumped on her, rolled her over, and oh my God, I'm on top of her. And on the sidewalk in front of the Casa de la
Bashing
Raza
her
with
head
her
into
hair
the
just
sidewalk.
goosh, goosh, goosh. I'm out of my mind.
Yeah.
As
Well,
you
hey,
know.
always
man.
out of her
Built-
But
lot of
at that
built-up
moment,
shit, you know?
and so Scotty Morris comes running up behind me and gets me like underneath like this, pulls, and I'm like, who's on me, And he's like, it's me. Anyway, I wasn't supposed to go to the show. I was dating Joey Morris, his
Yeah.
older brother at the time, and Joe's a surfer guy. You know Joe,
Yeah.
awesome.
I know.
But he wasn't.
Joe's a great
he
guy.
He's a
wasn't.
great
He's
dude.
Yeah.
awesome, but he wasn't.
Can't believe
really
he dated
punk
you.
like we
No, he
were.
kinda-
Officer
yeah, he-
Macho.
Yeah. You know what? We make fun of those old times, but man, I wouldn't give that up for
Yeah.
anything. And he is just his whole family and him
Yeah.
and his lovely wife and their kids are so
Yeah.
special that we're still in each other's lives.
Yeah.
But so Scotty grabs me off of her, and they actually let me in. They made her go home because
Yeah.
she had an injury. But anyway, so the next day we're at the Morris's house, the parents' house, and it's me, Scotty, Fred, Madigan, Harry, my son, all the guys.
everybody, yeah.
And I came walking in, and we're all sitting in the big den, Joey. And I come walking in, and Scott Morris starts going, dun, 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 and I'm going like this.
Shut up. Yeah.
And so Joey looks at me, and he's like, what's this all about? And I'm like, oh, nothing. And Scott's like, she kicked the shit out of this chick last night, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, man.
Oh,
was
you
it,
were in the hot
That
seat.
wasn't a popular thing,
No.
but
Well,
So I mean,
Act
okay,
like a lady.
on
Yeah.
like you guys just throw out these names and stuff like oh, we were just hanging out. It was me and Henry and Joe and like all these people.
like people know what we're talking about.
Well, and people that aren't really here and the where you guys like the we all talk about the Nardcore scene and people that grew up in Oxnard where it was really about Oxnard and that scene, like what was that like? I mean, because I know growing up in Oxnard, I wasn't part of the Nardcore scene. I was more of a different type of scene, but still we always had to stick together.
Yeah.
No matter what. I didn't give a fuck where you went. You could be in Mexico. You could be in fucking Santa Barbara. You can be in Lancaster. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oxnard boys, Oxnard girls, we all no matter what, stick together.
It's in
So
our blood.
like you guys are talking about like Henry, who's gone, rest in peace,
Yeah.
and like all these different people, and like just like that crew of people, like that's what like. My whole thing with the Nardcore symbol and Nardcore itself wasn't like I wasn't part of the scene.
Right.
But that fucking Nardcore symbol meant so much to me because it was Oxnard.
Right.
And it didn't have nothing to do with the 805, nothing to do with Camarillo or Ventura or anything fucking else. It had to do
Holiday in Cambodia.
It had to do with the fact that we all were like whether I wasn't with you guys, but it was the fact that we were here.
Sisters for life.
Yes,
that
and we
is
all
true.
backed each other up. And
for
people,
sure.
I don't think that people really quite can understand what
They
it's like
can't because
growing
they
up
don't
in
have a scene like
well,
that.
and we were in an environment where you go to the store to go get fucking some milk for cereal.
He
and
needs
you
some
might
milk.
Yeah.
and you might end up fucking throwing blows. You might get vibed by some SRs or you know what I mean? Like and that's what like the crew that you guys were around, like that family environment, which we kind of went on I went on a big tyrant about it when we did the whole
I love that.
Nardcore got canceled type shit.
That's why I wore my
But
shirt today.
yeah,
I'm all,
I mean, but what
represent.
was it like because all of you guys, Ish and Kyle and Tony and Larry and all of these people, and to this day, are just fucking family.
We're
man.
a family.
You know.
That's the truth.
So what was it like being around like Henry and everybody and like because I don't know you know all I hear about Henry is what you know but like Big Bob I met Big Bob
Henry,
he was
Mark
fucking
Hickey,
Mark Hickey I knew
Kyle, Rick Heller, Ismail, like,
Harry and Fred.
Harry and Fred and Scotty and Israel.
Israel.
Carl
Oh,
Valdez.
Israel. Hi.
And
Carl,
Tony
OG.
and John and we all. I mean, my mom used to let some of these guys practice in our
garage.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just all were always together. We always. My sister and I went to every show.
Yep.
Like all of the Oxnard
I think we
shows.
got a couple mentions on a couple of
There you go.
albums,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
on the back.
For sure,
Thanks to
just
the
for-
Lapointe Twins for always
and
supporting
like
us.
somebody's wife, who I won't bring up names, whatever, was like, "Why are those girls always around? Are
we're-
they groupies?"
they're
And this
groupies.
is like 20 years later.
Right,
And if she
Like-
don't know,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
sorry,
no, 'cause
honey.
she was way younger.
Yeah.
So you guys were the original Nard whores
well,
Yeah, except
except
all
we
the
weren't
people
without
we just-
without sleeping with
Yeah, with
everybody.
anything.
Yeah.
with any
With- well,
almost all the people
well,
we just
you know,
named, we
yeah.
never slept with.
Yeah, we know how she was.
But I wanted to know
There's
how
only
like
one in that name.
obviously Oxnard like at the time it had its own massive scene and shit, but the crossover between like the Southers, like LA punk scene and shit.
My
like,
husband's a Souther.
Was it a problem when they
Fuck
showed up,
him.
or would you guys mob to those shows in LA too, or was there much crossover?
We went
back
to
in the
some
time?
shows. Cafe de Grand, my very first punk show ever. Israel, thank you for exposing me to punk rock.
Right.
You know, I'm a little new wave chick, and Israel and I go to
Yeah.
high school together. And he's like, "There's a show at Mandiola's
Ballroom.
Ballroom in
Okay.
Huntington Park." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" I think it was GBH or Exploited. Or
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
But I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." You know, it's a Harry Meisenheimer,
that's
False
a riot.
Confession, Fred, Harry, me, Israel, and a bunch of other folks from Oxnard all
Right.
came. And that was my very first show, and it was a huge riot.
Right.
I got
Huge.
sprayed in the face with mace. I actually rolling down the stairs
down
trying
the
to get out.
stairs.
Israel had picked me this flower out of a pot that was a fake flower, and it had like the wire with the barbs to
Oh,
keep
yeah,
it
yeah,
in. So I'm
yeah.
carrying it, you know. Ooh, look what he gave me. And now we're getting shoved and pushed like you can't even move. You
can't
and
see that there's
I
stairs.
just totally stabbed this cop in the back with it. Like
What
and the
was
guy's
the
like,
why did the riot start? Do you know?
Because the not the
Orange
organizer, the whoever owned Mandiola's Ballroom
Okay.
got scared because
Oh.
punk rock people were there and they were
Right.
slamming and oh my god, it looks like a
So it
problem.
wasn't like a fight between
Not
bands
at
or
all.
any of that.
They freaked out. They called
tried
the
to
cops
kick
and just
everybody
wanted
out.
to
Cops
shut
just
it
came
down.
in and tried to
Yeah.
fuck
Cops came
everything
down
up,
with
yeah.
mace and batons and just
Yeah.
started kicking.
Everybody
everyone's
was
ass.
cool.
Everyone was cool.
Yeah.
we were
I
all
mean,
trying to
they're
save
slamming.
each other.
They're not moshing.
Right.
Yeah,
They're slamming.
sorry,
Right.
first of all, I don't know how mosh became the term because that's not
Yeah.
the shit that we did.
Yeah, yeah, slam
it was a
dance,
slam
slamming.
pit.
Yeah,
we were
slamming.
slamming. I will forever be slamming. Don't
She's
ever
still
say
slamming.
mosh to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mosh is a metal term, I think. That
Well,
came out
yeah,
later,
but they
you
say
know?
it now at
Yeah.
our shows,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, that's not
Well,
the program.
times change. You know?
What?
Same shit. Now they're over there throwing karate kicks at each other.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh,
young
that's
fella.
just
That's
crazy.
above
Yeah.
my
Well,
fucking.
and okay,
Yeah.
so
I'm
leading
like,
into
that's where I'm
that-
I
at.
swear to God, don't you call it mosh pitting.
I'm
We
like
were
a-
slamming.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. You guys and
Yeah.
fucking Santa
But
Claus.
so was there a beef at all really between LA bands and Oxnard bands? Because
Only-
everyone spins it like
Only
that all
the
the time.
skinhead, like Nazi
It's not-
bands.
Nazi
It was
shit,
everyone against
That's
them.
right.
It was everyone
That's
else,
right.
no matter
we
where
were
you're
all,
from.
we're
Yeah.
all digging the music, whatever. I mean, there's little altercations, just people think they're cool and whatever.
they're just
but
drunk or
there
whatever, but-
wasn't, Oxnard
A
versus
territorial-
da-da-da-da-da.
Oh,
It
okay.
was the
None of
the
that.
skinhead Nazi
Yeah.
punks against everyone else.
Against everyone else. Okay.
The reality is, because it's Oxnard, there were so many people in the scene that weren't white.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got into it a lot because,
Right.
we've got
Fuck
a whole
skinheads.
mix of
Yeah.
all kinds of people.
Right, yeah.
And skinheads can fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
I
There you
mean,
go.
the first time I went to a show was down in the valley, and Joe Rivas picked me up. I was walking down. I was walking down the alleyway of Alexander and Lemonwood by myself, and I'm walking down the alleyway, and Joe Rivas rolls up in this little mini truck, and it's Joe and like I like a few other people that I kind of remember who it was, and he's like, "Hey Jay." Actually he said, "Hey, Jason, hop in the truck. Let's go." And I'm like, "Where are we going, man? Like, I'm not." And he's like, "No, man, come on."
Who cares?
And he's all, "No, you're going with us. Let's go."
We need you.
And I'm, no. It wasn't even like that.
Not
It was
like
just
that,
like,
yeah.
it was like, "Hey, let's go."
Yeah.
So he took
Would you
me
rather
down-
walk in this alley or
Well,
go
I would actually. I would rather have walked in the fucking alley than to
Now
go
that it's
down
all
and got
done.
into what we got into
Oh, okay.
because it was fucking Twilight Zone for me,
Yeah,
man.
I
It
bet.
was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I go down there and I'm used to gangbanging. So I'm like, I walk in there and I'm like, okay, post up over here, pay attention. And I see like all these, like, I'm standing next to this fucking giant skidhead, bib overalls, no shirt, giant fucking dude, inked down. Like, not like, hey, everybody, let me go down here and
Yeah.
get this $20
Well, and where
fucking.
did they get the
Yeah.
money for all those tattoos?
Because
when
they
we were
don't
that,
get
when we were that
it's not
age?
money, it's a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Yeah.
dude was fucking obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm standing next to this guy, look at this giant skinhead, and I fucking hate racist, and except for you, Craig. And so I'm sitting there, and this fucking dude's standing there, and he's fucking giant, and I'm like, God damn it, man! If
This
something
is my
pops off,
guy.
I'm gonna have to fucking figure out how to kill this dude immediately.
You got to get this guy first.
Yeah. And we're
Before he
standing
gets
there,
me.
and all of a sudden, I hear a clack and then splash. And I'm all, what the fuck? And I look over, and he had dropped a fifth of fucking Jack Daniels down his fucking pants, out his bootleg, and it hit the ground and fucking exploded. And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he took like 2 big steps sideways, and I went 1 step the other way and was like, fuck. And then watching the whole fucking thing go down, because you guys all saw this shit. You guys have all, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. You
Most
guys are
awesome.
down
But
in a
meanwhile,
circle.
we're all, this is amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are fucking morons. Like, I'm watching you guys. You guys go into a circle and just start beating each other up. I spend my whole life not
makes
wanting,
perfect
just
sense to me.
waiting. Yeah. But the whole time it's going on,
Yeah.
it was aggression, and then like a
Nice.
suicidal band and some other like Venice band. Then those 2 different bands didn't really get along, and there's fights and
Probably
shit crazy
suicidal
going.
among
Yeah.
Circle One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't know. I
don't
just
either.
know it's fucking.
It's okay.
Why?
Chaos.
What's fucking
Chaos.
wrong with you people? Is all in. I'm used to getting shot at and like people trying to stab me, and I'm all. Please take me back to that. I'm so much more fucking comfortable with that. So then aggression starts to play, and I'm watching all this shit, and Joe Rivas is. Here's like the stage is right here, and there's a little balcony right here. And Joe is standing up on the top of the balcony when aggression starts to play, just screaming at the top of his lung, Oxnard! Nardcore! Fuck yeah! And I'm just all going, no.
Stop
This
that.
ain't cool, homie. Stop. And I even fucking told him, like, hey, Joe, man, you got to fucking cut that shit out. And he goes, nah, fuck that, man.
Yeah.
He's like,
We're
we're from
here."
Oxnard. Everybody knows. Everybody understands. Everybody
Yeah.
respects. We're from fucking Oxnard.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And nothing. Like, all these other people are fucking going at it. I saw this little girl get smacked in the face so hard, dude. It brought tears to my eyes, dude. She was in the pit.
Yeah.
She got caught on. Oh my God, it was
boy.
horrible, bro. But the whole time, I'm like, I'm so used to being caught up in this stuff where it's like, man,
If
you don't
the
even
second
know.
you announce where you're from, it's a problem.
It's a,
Right.
it's
You know what I mean?
immediately.
Whereas
everybody's
we're-
trying to kill each other
Yeah.
immediately.
Not in the punk scene.
Not in the
with
punk
Oxnard.
scene.
No,
Yeah.
and
We're like
it's like she said. It's like they both have said. It's like it was Oxnard, and everybody was like,
Well,
"All right,
Yeah.
cool." You know what I
Here's the
mean? And
thing.
like
We
Joe
don't act
came
like
back down
dicks
around.
either.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
We don't come in and go, what?
This is our
We're from
fucking
Oxnard.
yeah,
We don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
but
We're like,
here's
hey.
the thing
Yeah.
about Oxnard.
And all the bands ripped.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Every
too.
fucking
Like
band.
you
It was
can't,
nuts.
you can't
Yeah.
even argue that.
That's
You
what I was
literally
gonna
can't,
say.
like-
Is like for such a little town that no one's ever fucking heard of to come out with
So much
many
good
I know.
incredible
Yeah.
bands that
Ill
are
repute,
known-
talented
no
people.
aggression.
They're still
Stalag,
known, like,
false confession,
worldwide.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
All of
every
them.
band
Like,
ripped
Yeah.
back then. You know what I
Japan is going insane right now
Right.
for all the Nardcore
Yeah.
bands. All the young kids are rediscovering that music.
Right.
And
I
they're
just
nuts
sent
for it.
a guy in Finland that
I
turned
really-
60 for his birthday, a Nardcore 30th anniversary LP or a record album
Yeah.
that was on the colored vinyl, still in the sleeve. I sent him some of my like
Old
vintage
stickers.
stickers and T-shirts. My buddy is friends with him. He has a boat in the marina. He's not a punker, but he's like, what do I give my buddy who's from Finland? He's a punk. He's
Yeah.
like blah blah blah. He's turning 60. I go, bro, I got you.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he was over the
Ecstatic,
moon.
yeah.
Took pictures in the shirts and sent them to
Yeah.
me. Like I have
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
pen pal now.
It's so
in
wild
Finland.
that it has gone.
But,
over
like,
the world.
seriously, like, when-
it's so fucking
when
cool.
we
Yeah,
go
it
to
is.
like
You know?
punk rock bowling in Vegas
Yeah.
or anywhere, it's like we're still a tight group.
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
Yeah.
other people on the outskirts or from other places, they know the Nardcore bands.
Right.
And they know the Nardcore family and they're I don't want to say jealous, but they envy how tight we all are still.
Right.
Well,
Most
and they're
of us have
amazed
known
by
each
it.
other
They're
since-
amazed
Yeah.
that we still have this scene that is
Yeah.
so tight
Yeah.
that
We've
we're a
known
family.
each other since we were 15
We have each
years
other's
old, and
back.
we all
That's
still
one of the
hang out.
major
Yeah.
things that
And we have
that
each other's back.
I can't
all the time.
explain to people from other places
Yeah.
is that even my generation,
Yeah.
I'm a couple generations
Yeah.
after you. Our music scene was
Couple
incredibly
of generations after me, 3 or 4 generations after these two old broads.
Hey,
you know what I
hey,
mean?
hey,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah, yeah.
tight.
Whatever.
But
It's
what
okay.
I
It's all right.
can't
Yeah.
explain to everyone is that the reason I stay here and the reason I fucking work my ass off to be here is because there's no community like this. It really feels like that.
It really
My
is
group
incredible,
of friends,
man.
I have, 15 fucking friends or whatever that
Yeah.
we're all on our third set of kids.
Yeah.
Every fucking party is minimum 15 kids.
Yeah.
My children have at least 10 people they've known since fucking birth
Yeah.
and probably will know the rest
Yeah.
of their lives.
And that's
And
huge.
everyone still likes each other.
And
You know what I mean?
and
It's
knowing
insane,
like
you know?
having like I was the bouncer for all of your friends forever, and I've known
Right.
them all since they were little kids.
Right.
And it's so cool for me to see,
Yeah.
all of these guys that are like when they were little kids at the Mayfair Theater running
Yeah.
around, and they still see me like, "Hey, Big J."
Yeah, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
And they're 40.
But
Yeah.
that,
You
that
know.
tradition continues, and I think
Yeah.
it will always
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
continue. It's
well,
crazy,
because
you know?
we perpetuate it.
That's
we keep
right.
Yeah,
it
everyone
going.
keeps it going.
Like
Yeah.
seriously, none of us are rich,
Right.
Right. But if somebody ends up with a medical emergency,
Right.
or
And everyone
anything,
does
Everybody's
all
got
of us
their back.
rally around. We
We're
have
there.
fundraiser. We donate money.
Yeah.
We all have each other's
GoFundMes,
back
whatever it is.
all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
benefit
Yeah.
shows,
All the
you know what I
time.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely.
And
really is a
nobody has a
unique-
problem
Yeah.
with it.
No,
Yeah.
it's a
So-
unique fucking. It's a
Yeah.
unique world.
Well, and
now
that's
over
part
here.
of
Yeah.
what you saw during the, a few months back was
The
like,
Nardcore
you know,
drama.
there's a family there, and there's a few people that need to fucking check themselves
Sure.
and need to think about what they're saying and like
Yes.
maybe get it right before you open your mouth,
Yes.
or maybe just move on with your own life.
don't open your mouth at all.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean. There's things out there that happen and they're shitty and they're horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But there's things out there that are shitty and horrible that happen to good people
Right.
too.
Yes.
Where you need to
And
know
be
the
a
whole
fucking
story.
Brother,
Know
be
the whole
a fucking
story.
sister,
Right.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
If somebody came at
anything
me
happens-
and believed some shit
Yeah.
about me
Yes.
that was so mind blowing and just freely perpetuated it and tried to fucking keep it rolling.
wouldn't
Look,
last
I'm
long.
telling you guys right now, man. I've already got a portfolio started. I've already got things figured out. So when Craig's Burning Cross things start showing up, I've got the rebound for it, man.
Okay.
Because he has a past, and we can get past it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
everybody
it's okay.
grows
It's
as
gonna
they
be okay.
age,
I mean,
you
it's
know?
gonna be fine. I've got it all covered, man. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got you.
That's nice.
Yeah, KKK Craig.
You're on the cross next, dude. That's it.
Okay.
It's been tried before.
I can't wait to cancel
Hey,
your ass.
so I know we got it was in 2010, and my brother and I, back then we were it was marginal whether or not we were even fucking talking most of the time. But Chris is like, hey man, Punk Rocks Bowling's coming up, let's go. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, man. I ain't just went through my divorce with my second wife, and so we got all this shit going on, and yeah, and so we're so we're
Got the side eye.
so we're me and Chris decide, okay, we're gonna go to Punk Rock Bowling. We buy our tickets to go, and we got the flights. We do everything, and we go down to Burbank, and we get to Burbank, and we it was a fucking shit show going down there. I was like 5 minutes late. He's immediately yelling at me. I'm yelling at him. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Let's get there. We're gonna be
Sounds
late.
fun.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Chris and I. We get down there. So we get to Burbank. We get to the airport, and we go into the bar. And so we sit there in the fucking bar, and we get fucking hammered, dude. We had like a $500 fucking bar bill.
Just waiting for the airplane.
Just waiting
Yeah.
for the
Why?
airplane that we missed.
Which they missed.
Oi.
That we missed.
Oi.
Yeah. So then we walk out, and we're like, the airport's closed.
right.
Yeah.
There's no more flights.
Yeah.
No nothing. It's fucking closed. And we're like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then we're like, well, what are we gonna do now? Well, it's fucking. We drove to LAX, got 2 more flights, drove to LAX, flew out of LAX, and we went and stayed. I think we stayed at
Sunset
Samstown.
Station.
Sunset Station, when we
That's
stayed
where
there,
we met.
but that's where it used to be, and it wasn't there
It
anymore.
was only there
Right.
that one
Yeah.
year.
So but that wasn't the year we were there.
Yeah, yeah.
So me and Chris ended up at Sunset Station, away from everybody else.
No, we were all there that.
No. The place where Chris and I stayed was Sam's or whatever it
Sam's.
was.
Oh, you were at Sam's
Yeah,
Town,
we
which
were.
is Sam's
Yeah,
Town.
we
Yeah.
were not.
Okay.
But
We
they
were
had
not at the
moved
same fucking.
tournament
Yeah.
to
Right,
Sunset
right.
So Chris and I are staying at this
And
hotel. We had a
no
fucking
cab
blast.
drivers want to drive to Sam's Town.
No,
They
no.
don't.
It was fun. So we get there, we're hanging out, whatever else, and we go stay where the show was at, which
At
was a
Sunset
Sam's,
Station.
right? Sunset Station.
Sunset.
So we go to Sunset Station, and Chris and I get there, and we show up, and there's one bar where a Guinness was like $4.
And Nardcore
Yeah.
has taken
Yeah.
it over.
Right.
Chris and I we had a little booth that we had kind of commandeered, and was awesome because we had this nice little booth, cheapest bar in the whole hotel, and so we kind of posted
Right
up
in
there.
the middle of the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then Joe comes by, and all of
Larry
these
and
people,
Tina.
Larry and
Right.
like
Yeah.
everybody's coming by. We're all hanging out. It's fucking phenomenal, man. We're
Yeah.
just
It
we're
was
posted
awesome.
up.
It's literally
right, like
all the
yeah,
Oxnard
and the
people.
show is like you walk 15
Outside,
feet
it's
out
right
the
there.
door.
It's
And you're
outside.
there.
You're there.
So yeah, I think I walked out once, but the rest of the time I'm sitting right here, and we're just
Yeah.
holding court.
Yeah.
It's me and Chris.
Yeah.
We're just talking shit. Everybody coming by, we're having a fucking blast.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, these two are like, "Hey, what's up?" And we're all hanging out. It gets to a
Because
certain
Larry
point.
and Dee were with
Yeah.
you. We knew them. So we came
Yeah,
over
so they
and-
kind of come over and hang out, and I'm like,
Pervy
at a
guys,
certain
all you
point in time,
girls
yeah,
want some
I'm
ice
like,
cream.
hey, can I buy you guys ice cream?
I'm not
Yes.
kidding. He's
Yeah, and
serious.
I straight up, I'm like, hey, can I
Okay.
buy you guys some ice cream? And both of them lit up. Yeah, let's go. So we go and we head out there, and I go buy the girls ice cream, and I get some ice cream myself, and we're
And he
all
got it
laughing
all
and
over his
giggling.
shirt.
And then I go to get some ice cream, and I spilled ice cream on my
Right
shirt.
in the middle of his
Oh my
shirt.
god, dude!
You know how he acts when there's food
yeah.
on himself.
I fucking
anything's
lost. I'm
not
like,
perfect.
hey man,
I gotta go back to my room.
I gotta go back to my room. This ain't
And we're
fucking
both
happening.
like, wait.
I
Yeah,
looked
they
at his
both
brother.
have
I'm
no
like, is he
fucking idea.
serious?
There's literally
Yeah.
guys sleeping in piss-filled gutters around you.
Yeah.
But you got to go
Yeah.
change your shirt.
No, dude. I got fucking the stain on the front of my fucking shirt. You can go fucking.
obviously.
Well,
And,
we were,
and,
like,
and they're like,
tripping.
I can tell how
man,
serious you are
It
about
was
well,
this guy
fashion.
no, I
talking
made sure
about?
I got it covered now. And they're like, just turn your shirt inside out.
Yeah,
flip it
it's a
around.
And I'm
punk
all-
fucking thing. Like,
You're at a
what?
punk show.
Just take
Who
your
gives a
shirt
fuck?
off. Like, who
You're lucky
cares?
no one threw up on it.
Yeah, here, wear my shirt. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'd kill somebody if they threw up on me.
Oh my god.
And I
that
lost
happened to
my
me
shit.
Wait a minute,
I
who?
ended up going and finding a shirt and buying a shirt that would fit, and then we ended up hanging out and having a good time
For like
yeah.
4
yeah.
days.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was so much fucking fun, man. And the one of my favorite things about that whole weekend was back to the Nardcore family. We had this little area.
Yep. And then it was ours.
And it was just
from
the
then
whole
on,
time.
all 4 days, all
All
day,
this,
all
the whole
night.
fucking time.
Like, people
in
would
and
come up
out.
and like,
Everybody.
oh no, let's go over here.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
let's-
yeah.
they knew it was a scene right here.
Yeah.
And like we're welcoming everybody.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like they knew
But
like
don't
these
try to
folks
take it over.
know
No.
what they're doing.
It was so much fucking fun.
Oxnard
dude.
rolls deep, dude.
Yeah,
They always
it-
have.
yeah,
Always
and we'll
will.
always back each other
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I'll
the
go to
weekend that
Earth
I
for a
was
lot
like-
of those people, man, and they know it.
I was auctioning off Josh stamps.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, kick Josh in the nuts for $10.
Nice.
Because I paid him.
Yeah.
I flew out of
He's
country.
gonna love to hear this.
Yeah, and he knows the story.
yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah,
He was having trouble making rent, whatever. And I said, dude, I need to ride to the airport and then I need to get picked up when I come back.
Yeah.
I'll give you the money right now to cover your rent if you will drive me to the airport and pick me up
me
when
up
I come home.
10,
go.
12
right?
days later.
Like I was gone for like 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
So he drives me to the airport. I give him the cash. He's got his rent covered, whatever. I get home from being out of the country for 2 weeks. I get home. I'm at LAX and I'm texting him,
Where
going,
you
dude,
at?
where you at?
Where you at?
And he's like,
Oh shit, dude.
was that today? And I'm like,
She's
yeah.
already
I'm like,
at LAX.
I've got my bags. I'm like, yeah. And
She
he's
calls
all,
me. She's
dude,
like,
I'm in Huntington
Josh
Beach,
isn't
and I'm
here.
all.
What the fuck?
all
I'm
right,
like, I'm
fine."
on my fucking way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have to
I
wait.
Ended up,
Yeah.
I
She
ended
got,
up calling
a
like
shuttle
Roadrunner.
or-
or
Yeah,
some
she ended up
bullshit.
with a shuttle.
So
because it was already like 8:30 at night, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm leaving right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna have to
anyway,
wait, but I'll be there.
so literally now, but I paid him right. So
Right.
now I'm like, and I know he can't pay me back because I paid him so he could pay his rent. So I'm not
Right.
Yeah.
gonna- But I'm just like, you know what?
Jay left the door open.
That's all right.
How about everybody here at Punk Rock Bowling? You give me $10, you go kick Josh in the nuts.
Yeah,
Did he get it?
No,
So no one
I
got
was
it?
just fucking
Oh,
with, I was
man,
just
yeah.
fucking with him.
Yeah,
but
man,
it
that would have
was
been
hilarious.
amazing if he got
He
it.
actually paid me.
I'm
back.
sure he did.
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
a sweetheart.
Jay,
Josh
Josh,
is
is
he's
an amazing
he's
dude,
a-
and I we both
yeah.
love him to
we
death.
love him.
Yeah.
He's like a
He
little
was
bro.
so-
You know?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so much younger than us, but
Yeah.
He was so.
Well, me and him are roughly
About
the
the
same
same
age.
age.
so
He
we-
was so
we grew up around each
mortified
other,
that
yeah.
I feel like we're all the
forgot.
same age, but in the big scope of
Seriously.
things,
Well, yeah,
we're
when you,
older.
yeah, that's weird.
Well, I
Because
don't
like,
like to say we're older. I like to say we're the OGs.
right,
Yeah.
right, and well,
Yeah,
because when I
sounds
got in,
cooler.
like, I was, I worked at Salzer's, right, and that's how I met John C, and that's how I
Yeah.
started playing with him, and I knew him from Missing 23rd,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and he was a little bit older than me, and in a bigger band, you know what I mean,
yeah.
and if you would have told me in a million years that dude would be my best friend and my road dog. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
It would have on paper never worked
Right.
ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is and he's very good at continuing that tradition of including everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it ended up fucking being.
It's just
Yeah.
the whole
Incredible,
group of
you know what I
people
mean?
is
Yeah.
incredible.
Well-
and guess what? There are certain people that come in, and if they're not incredible
they're
like
not
the rest
core,
of us,
Right.
they don't last.
They don't
long.
last.
No.
Yeah.
Because we all feel the vibe, and
Right.
we're
Yeah,
like,
and it's like
There's been a lot of fucking
Yeah.
flybys
Yeah.
essentially.
But I'll tell you what, like going to punk rock bowling or when it was still at Sam's Town and all of that.
Oh, Sam's
We've
is
met
the best.
such amazing people from all over
All
the
over
world,
the
that were-
world.
that were true friends, brothers and sisters
Mm-hmm.
today. And the LA Gutter Punks group and the Northeast Records guys and all of them.
Yeah.
then we started doing the Nard and Northeast Records camp out.
So
How
fun.
much fun have we had? We need to
Oh
bring
my
that
God.
back, guys.
Yes.
It's time. We had to, shut it down like
COVID,
everything else, but we're ready to get that back.
Yes, bring
and
back
and
the
so
camp
they're
out.
an extended part of the Nardcore family, and we in turn are an extended part of the LA
Right,
Gutter Bugs
Right.
Gutter Punks
Gutter
family.
punks, yeah.
And it's just awesome. We can go places now and have someone there.
Right.
Like we
Have
have
someone.
dear friends in London that we
Mm-hmm.
met at Punk Rock Bowling, and they live in London, and I bowl on their team
Oh, okay.
every
Nice.
time.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been a couple years.
yeah.
But when we can't meet in Vegas for
Right.
bowling,
We meet them in New
we
Orleans.
meet them in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like
There
their
you go.
favorite city in the
Yeah.
world. So
Yeah.
we hook that up or whatever. Anyway,
So,
we've just made a lot of.
Do you guys
wonderful
ever
friends.
like set out a graph to see which one of you guys slept with more people in the Nardcore scene, or
I've been.
No,
are you guys still
honestly,
denying it all?
I'm gonna win
During that
There's no
whole
graph.
time,
Yeah.
for me, I was with Joey
she's a
Morris.
There's no
I was
graph.
with Joey Morris.
It's a
and I
PowerPoint
have not
presentation.
ever
That's
even
what it is.
made out with anybody else from the Nardcore
There
scene.
you go. Congratulations.
Me and
to you.
Joey were tight, and we were a couple, and we loved each other, and it was awesome.
you and Joey were tight.
yeah, well,
You
he
know,
was tight. in his
Joey
way.
was tight, and you were
Yeah.
semi-tight.
Yeah. Well,
After that
you know.
weightlifting shit, who knows?
No, I didn't.
Steroids
get that
made you
far,
blossom.
right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
in the
Steroids
whole
made you blossom
a little
Nardcore
bit.
Group,
Yeah.
in the whole Nardcore group, honestly, there's only a couple. I'm not going to name their
Right.
names, but
Yeah.
I wasn't like Nardcore either.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Contrary
and I
to
honestly,
popular belief.
they're
Kevin,
all like my
Ted,
brothers,
Fred,
but I
Jeff,
never even made
James,
out
Julio,
with.
You haven't
Pedro.
gotten one of the names yet.
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's a
So, of all the people that you guys slept with, which one was your favorite?
there's a question.
yeah.
You already know the answer, you dumb dick. Anyway,
I'm gonna say my husband. 'cause
There
he's
you
still
go.
with
That's
me.
a good
You
call.
He's
have
still
to.
with
Yeah,
me.
that's a
well,
good
no,
call.
I don't
I'm
have
kidding.
to. I
I'm
mean,
just
you know,
kidding.
Yeah.
I probably enjoyed like almost every time I had the
oh,
opportunity.
dude, I
but
did not.
There was a couple that weren't that good, but they were sweet and nice.
No.
I never had like a gnarly episode.
You know
Well,
what? We're gonna have
anyway,
to have
we won't go
another
there, but yeah.
Yeah.
discussion just about
Just about
all
you
the
guys
bad
sleeping with
dates
everybody?
that I've
Dude.
had.
Okay.
She,
Oh, I thought you were talking about you two sleeping
she
with everybody.
has.
No,
It's
she
hilarious.
wasn't that
On
person.
Facebook, she's got a thing
She really
called
was.
Lowered Expectations, and it's just photos and then all the comments and then all the friends making comments, which of course is hilarious. 'cause
Online
we're all so
dating.
tight.
Oh yeah.
Just
It's insane.
oh,
It's-
dude.
Yeah.
I had a
So
guy
funny.
actually shit his pants in my car.
On a date, on
On
their
a
first
date?
date.
Really?
Get drunk.
We were
get
at a
drunk.
punk
let's
show.
end the podcast with that
yeah,
story.
let's
That's a
we'll
whole
work
different-
that
that's a
out,
whole
and we'll
different
have a
thing. Whole
podcast
different
separately
thing.
for all that.
amazing.
But Michelle and I, like, as far as twins go, we are those twins where
Yeah.
like something happens to her or
You
something
feel it?
happens to me.
Yeah,
You
totally.
don't feel physical pain.
I,
you
No.
It's
get,
more like anxiety.
There's a-
or
yeah, I feel
something's
and you
wrong.
know
Something's happening.
something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
we immediately call each other. And
Yeah,
we're
like, what's
I
going
never
on?
answer my phone, so she's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
"Oh
like,
my god!"
Yeah.
But I
And
have
she
to.
always has it with her, so it pisses me off because I know
My
she's looking
ringer's
right
off.
at it, and she doesn't want to talk to me, and I'm like, this is not acceptable.
I'm not always looking.
All
at
right,
it.
let's try a thought experiment. Ready? Close your eyes, both of you. Think of a number between 1 and 20. All right, what is it?
2.
9.
Well, that failed miserably. How could you not say 2? We're fucking twins. 2.
9's my
2.
favorite number, you dumbass.
Well, it doesn't. You didn't say your favorite number.
Well, that's the number
Say a
I'm gonna
number that
think
makes
of 'cause it's
sense.
my
Yeah.
favorite number.
Well, then number 1 is my number.
There you go.
She's
Number
the
1.
favorite. That's why.
This is it.
Yeah, I am.
The infamous,
She's
the
always
favorite.
been the favorite.
So what else we
My
got?
mother hates this.
What else?
I think we're there, dude.
That
That's
was
it.
it.
Hour and a half
Yeah.
in, we're fucking did it, dude.
All right, God, I missed
Thank you so
many
much for coming
stories.
on. This was wildly fun.
It was fun.
Yes.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it because I needed a little lift up today.
There you go.
I really did.
Nice.
I needed some humor and just some good vibes around.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
This was awesome.
Your
Yeah.
old ass hormones are getting to you.
It has nothing to do with that, bro.
You sure? Because
Yeah.
I'll talk to
there's
you
a lot of
outside.
old ass.
You wanna talk about it?
She's
I
gonna
will
fucking throw up on
fuck
your
you
shirt.
up.
Puke on
I've
his
been
shirt,
looking
dude.
forward to it
Puke on his
for a
fucking
while.
shirt.
She
I'm
likes
gonna,
to
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
stain that
Fucking
shirt.
Like
so
you,
fast.
I'll auction $50